This is what the Michigan state legislator looks like. This is who chooses who goes to electoral college to vote. Gee, I wonder who they're going to choose to go vote on their behalf at the electoral college. And that means all 16 of Michigan's votes go to Donald Trump. It doesn't matter if there's an audit or not. They know there's cheating. The Democrat governor and the ultra-Democrat Secretary of State in Michigan is not allowing an audit. There are more people voting than exist. They know there's effery. We'll just vote for Trump anyway. You're not going to allow an audit. You can either do an audit, get the results, and we'll vote, however that says. And that's the way the founders did this on purpose. Same thing in Georgia, Pennsylvania, etc. Now, fuck Bill Gates. Child Sniffer Joe. Sniffing kids was the least of his problem. This guy that exploits the cancer death of his own son and collects $4 million and doesn't spend any of it on cancer research. This is the guy whose brother ran over a father of 2 daughters and then refused to pay the family. He's working with the communist Chinese. He's taking showers with his daughter. He's got a crackhead son that was banging the widow of his dead brother. And then Joe Biden himself, after his wife died in a car accident, started banging Hunter's babysitter. The people are degenerate. They're completely compromised. That's why they got ascension. Is because they're so compromised and so shameless. And it's so easy to get dirt on them. They bought property on Water Island right above Epstein Island, right? So yeah, sniffing kids doesn't shock me. In the key states, the 7th Circuit, that's going to have Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Wisconsin's the key state. Which justice is going to be in charge of that? Amy Coney Barrett. Oh, Ruth passed away. Now we have a nice Catholic justice. She's going to be looking at Wisconsin. The 6th Circuit. That's Kentucky, Michigan, and Ohio, and Tennessee. Michigan. Who we got there? Oh, Brett Kavanaugh. Oh, Trump appointed both of those, didn't he? Huh. Let's look at the 11th Circuit Court, which would be Alabama and Florida and Georgia. Who do we have there? Clarence Thomas. He hates Joe Biden, and he's the most conservative person on the Supreme Court. But still, we got the big one, 20 electoral votes. The 3rd Circuit Court, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and the Virgin Islands. Alito, who already ruled that Pennsylvania has to segregate its votes after the day was over, coming in at 4 in the morning on trucks, Ferraris, and Lincolns. Now, this is on their own website. You can go to the SCOTUS website and get this. We have Roberts in for the Carolinas and West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia. There may be some effery in Virginia, too. I wouldn't wait on Roberts much. It doesn't matter because this is 5 against 4 anyway. There's going to be an audit in Georgia. The media acts like there already was an audit in Georgia. There was not. There was a recount. And even with a simple recount where you're just recounting fraudulent ballots, they still found, oh, look, we had not 1, not 2, but 3 missing USB cards. And then there was a batch of Biden votes labeled 10,000 that were actually 1,000. Oops. Right? So Trump already climbed the ladder from the recount. There is no point in doing a recount if you're not comparing signatures and verifying ballots. There were uncreased ballots, never been folded, yet they'd been mailed in somehow. They will not be able to validate those things in an audit. And Trump's going to win Georgia. Georgia's just as big as Michigan. 16-16. Now, it really doesn't matter what happens in Nevada and Arizona after they flip Pennsylvania and Georgia and Michigan elections over. But just for fun and for betting purposes, I guess, it looks like Arizona will go the same way. Because you look at the state legislators for PA or Georgia or Michigan or Arizona. It's all red. Or Wisconsin. All red all day. Wisconsin especially. Hey, Ryan, do you think Sidney Powell is bullshitting with her claims? Also, you think Georgia's SOS and governor were paid off? Oh, there was definitely a bribe scheme going on. I think about 80% of what Sidney Powell says is bullshit. She's the QAnon wing of this attack, but she's necessary because she mobilizes people. I don't believe for a second that we raided Germany and took the servers off. I think that's all crap. It scares the state legislators because they're going to be held liable. And all you need to do is to delay it so it gets in the courts. And her accusations scare them because they're true. I don't think she has the evidence for it, but they don't know whether she does or not. Everybody knows they cheated. The cheaters definitely know they cheated, so they're scared about it. And that's why you're saying, I ain't voting for this. I'm not voting to certify. Not with that out there. The main real argument, though, is what Giuliani's put forward. This is just my opinion. I know people love Sidney Powell, and she, I like her. She's from North Carolina, too. She's on the right side, but she's got a lot of hope porn. I'm not seeing. I can see the arguments, the statistical arguments and all, which should be enough. But when you overplay your hand, you over-exaggerate what you have, and you act like I got the software in my hand and I can show you how it flips votes. No, you don't. And if you say that and you set the bar that high, then everything below that bar is just meh, meh, meh. Like, you shouldn't do that to yourself. The statistics on, getting 800,000 consecutive votes in a row, Giuliani's arguments are checkable. Were Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh allowed to cure their votes and no one else? That is true. Red county, no. Blue county, yes. That is a two-tiered system. That's against the 12th Amendment. Those votes should be thrown out. That's a clear constitutional argument that the judges can bite on and flip Pennsylvania. Now, you can see on the screen where 39,000 votes just go minus from Trump and add to Biden. That sure seems like software is doing that. What the hell else happened? Like, how can you lose votes? And how can you possibly lose the exact amount that end up going in the other candidate's column? Unless someone's just sitting on a computer and he just moves this folder to that one. Doop, minus 39, plus 39. Right? That's what happened. It's live. It's on CNN. It's on Fox, whatever. All these networks are reporting a very specific number. And the exact, a 5-digit number. And all 5 numbers align. 39,919 or whatever it was. And blip. It flips on that one and goes on the other one. That's software, right? That's not, clerical error or something. You can always add votes to Biden, but you can't subtract votes that Trump already got, especially 40,000 of them. That happened twice in Pennsylvania on air. And then there was another 19,000. I remember watching that happen to Ron Paul in the primaries. He was getting votes and all of a sudden it went down and someone else's went up. So I think they cheated him out of Iowa. And that would have been it, man. If Ron Paul won Iowa at the primary, he would have been president because the only reason people weren't voting for him is they thought it was a wasted vote. They didn't think he could win. Ideologically, there was no argument against him. It's like, yep, end the wars, get rid of the CIA, get rid of the income tax. It was all great. We have had pay to vote in Michigan. People have come forward and admitted it. People are bribing others to vote. Voting on behalf of homeless people, voting on behalf of dead people, voting more than one time. LF33 says Virginia is in play. There is no way Gade didn't beat Warren. That's, I think Virginia ought to be in play. And what was very suspicious that night is Virginia, Trump was up 303,000 votes, and they called it for Biden. You shouldn't call it at all, because there's only like 40% in or something, but Trump was up by 300,000. In a state that size, he's pretty much a for sure winner. And as it went on, he maintained that lead. And then all of a sudden, 4 in the morning, they found a truck full of votes in Fairfax, 400,000 votes in a row for Biden. All mail in, right? The adjacent counties didn't go that way. I know you'll say, yeah, but aren't those donut counties around D.C. and Nova always blue? Yeah, they are, right? Not 400,000 in a row. Because Washington, D.C. was like 93% Biden. And the reason that is because that is the swamp. No one living there but lobbyists and influence peddlers, right? See, Biden, these people, their lack of self-control is so bad that he's, fondling people's side boob and sniffing their hair and stuff on camera. When he knows he's on camera, he's inappropriately hugging a little too long and sliding his fingers down and smelling these kids, right? Sometimes kissing them on the mouth. That's how bad it is. And you can see it with Hunter, too. I mean, he's zero self-control. Smoking crack, getting foot jobs from his niece, films the whole thing, and doing hard drugs that are illegal. And then, it's so stupid. He takes his laptop in to get it fixed, and then he doesn't go pick it up. They fix it. They can't get hold of him. Then he has his lawyer try and go get it, verifying that it is his. It didn't matter. The media isn't going to touch the story. He's openly on there complaining about how much of a cut his dad was taking from the businesses they set up. It is quid pro Joe. How low can you, Joe? I couldn't even invent something lower than the shit Joe Biden's really done.